Welcome back to Conor Notorious McGregor representing SBG. He is 9-2. Unfortunately, we couldn't get an interview with him yesterday due to the heavy weight cut. He was flown out on the morning of the weigh-in and took 3 attempts to make weight, but this guy is explosive, Josh. He will definitely make up for it.
That's an understatement, John. At featherweight, the power this guy is going to be able to generate is insane. I was having a chat to a couple of his teammates yesterday, and they said this guy hits like a middleweight. And, you know, when you can bring that kind of intensity and power at featherweight, it's a lot for anyone to handle.
Yeah, he's been working with a lot of welterweights for this. Gunnar Nelson, Carl Hendred, Arnie Isaacson, Philip Maltby. That gym, SBG, has got a whole host of talent.
Yeah, fantastic gym out there in Dublin. Of course, head coach John Kavanagh. I think the thing to note about Conor McGregor is just this guy loves to fight, and he's got that finishing instinct that's so important.
He's just recently achieved a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Doesn't really train in the gi enough to push on. Apparently, he's probably purple belt level for no gi. He looks noticeably bigger than what O'Kiffe did at the weigh-ins.
And next, his opponent making his way to the cage, fighting out of the red corner, England's own Steve O'Kiffe!
And the very popular Steve the Spartan O'Kiffe is on his way down the ramp. He's representing Combat Sports Academy and has a record of 6 wins and 1 loss. This is a striker grappler contest, but McGregor is a purple belt in the no-gi jiu-jitsu, which could be quite interesting to see how Steve put together a game plan.
Yes, although we can build this as a striker grappler matchup, Steve O'Kiffe does have an extensive background in some traditional martial arts like Taekwondo. He's got a very varied striking game, and he thinks his key to victory, as with a lot of his fights, is going to be his strength and conditioning routine. He believes his athleticism and just his mentality as a professional athlete is going to be the difference here tonight.
I caught up with him in the warm-up area, and he's looking for a quick finish. He wants an easy night's work, take his purse and go home. I don't blame him, Josh. I mean, the longer you're in there with someone as dangerous as McGregor, the more ability there is to get hit and knocked out.
Yeah, both guys really do have a fighter's heart. They come to really put on a show and take it to their opponents. Both of them waste no time in getting the finishes when they can. But as you say, a very good ground game from Steve O'Kiffe, recently competing at the European Championships, and that's probably what he's going to have to use against a knockout artist like McGregor.
And now, fight fans, here we go. 3 rounds, featherweight action inside the cage. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 8 inches tall. His weight 145 3/4 pounds, and he brings an outstanding record into the cage. 9 victories and just 2 defeats. He fights out of and represents Dublin, Ireland. Here is Notorious Conor McGregor. And next his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Also a mixed martial artist, he stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. Official weight, 145 pounds. As a young professional, his record stands 6 victories and just 1 defeat. Fighting out of Kent, England, here is the Spartan, Steve O'Kiffe. Referee in charge, Mark Conor.
So the Spartan looking to continue his win streak.
Oh, I'm so excited to see this fight, John. I've been looking forward to this one ever since it was announced.
Mark Goddard will need to stay on his toes in there. There's going to be a lot of action from these guys. The Spartan in the white shorts, Notorious in the black trunks.
High guard from McGregor, immediately opening up.
Good hands and knees from Conor McGregor.
Oh, he's catching Steve O'Kiffe.
He's caught him with everything, Josh, and O'Kiffe has finally managed to close the distance and clinch up.
Yeah, O'Kiffe not left with any opportunity. It was either get out or get in, and in the face of that striking, really did the only thing he could and close the distance.
Spartan-like noises echo around the HMV Forum as Steve O'Kiffe puts pressure against the fence and Conor McGregor.
We saw in Conor McGregor's last bout with Aaron Janssen at Cage Warriors Fight Night 2 in Jordan, he does have good takedown defense, and as soon as there is that space, he's going to look to strike. Oh, Steve O'Kiff immediately trying to climb to the back. Conor's going to use the cage to really good effect here and just shake him off.
McGregor looking very calm as O'Kiff looks to take his back.
Yep. O'Kiff perhaps worried a little in that opening exchange, but settling into his rhythm now.
We saw against Dean Riley that he worked for a head and arm triangle from this position where he twisted it down to the mat. He looks to be going for that again.
Yeah, it's good call, John. Immediately trying to get that grip. You can see McGregor's going to have to be very careful not to let his frame fold. And Steve O'Kiff is squeezing for everything he's got. Oh, opting to drop low though immediately. Conor McGregor getting good underhooks in to defend it. Again, the inside elbows coming in.
Becoming very effective this evening.
Oh, and wow, Mark Conor noticing Steve O'Kiff was
out.
Unconscious from those strikes.
He's just come back round, and Conor McGregor he's celebrating already. Steve doesn't know what has happened. That was a flash knockout. I didn't even see that one.
Wow, Conor McGregor showing, hey, you know what, I only need as much takedown defense as I need to create the space to hit you, and the kind of power that guy can generate is scary for any featherweight in this division.
Here's the opening exchanges, some really nice setups for the knees, getting his hips back out of the way so that Steve couldn't close the distance. Steve covered up very nicely and took a knot on the forearms, and here's the end of the bout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, nearly 10 unanswered elbows, and that was good night for Steve O'Kiff. Let's hand it over to Joe Martinez, who's going to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time of the stoppage comes at 1 minute, 33 seconds, round number 1. Your winner by TKO victory, notorious Conor McGregor.